My name is James Williams Jr. It's Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is my final video outside, unless by the grace of God I decide to go and get some weapons and train, which is probably not going to happen right now because I have to really finish off my graphic novel, plus time is running out. So there's a bunch of racist shit that goes on in Hollywood. It is very unnoticeable in the entertainment business itself. You have to know somebody. You have to have a gimmick, which is why my YouTube career hasn't taken off, which is why my martial art career hasn't taken off, which is why a lot of things have possibly gone wrong in my life, and that is due to the fact that I have mentioned this in another video, so I'm going to mention it now in this video. I didn't move to LA to become an actor because there was a studio here in Petersburg that promised us the chance for Hollywood East. I made a movie called Dragon's Breath. They have it on their desk somewhere, and what they told me was, we don't do kung fu movies. Alright? Now, I'm not going to name studio because I may still be able to get a deal with them, but if I make insulting videos, it's probably not going to happen. But I want to touch on the racism that I got from that studio. And if they're watching, I'm not trying to be a dick. I've had 19 years of failures to be a dick. I not once put your name out there, and I'm not going to put your name out there right now. But what I am going to say is, when you make a choice in movies and you're a movie studio, your job as a movie studio, no matter the genre of movies, is to make movies, which is why my black ass is broke, which is why no one knows who I am. I went to the studio out of the hopes that my kung fu career would take off when I was 27 years old. Let's see, whatever 47 is, because I'm 46 now, so let me do some calculating really quickly, so that I won't sit here and tell y'all a bald-faced fucking lie. Let's see, 46 minus 19 years. Yeah, I was 27, so I was correct. I went to the studio with stars in my eyes. I was 27 years old, and I just knew that my career was going to launch. Understand that there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it, that my career was going to take off. You could not tell me at 27 that I wasn't going to be the next Bruce Lee. You cannot tell me at 27 that all the jumping spin kicks and things that I could do, that no one wasn't going to take notice. You couldn't tell me at 27 that I was unstoppable. You couldn't tell me that at 27 that my future would not take off the way I wanted it to, and that I would get a hip replacement serving my country in the Army, and when I got out that I could continue pursuing my dream because there's a studio here in Virginia and I would be able to have a successful acting career. I also thought that because, see, my dad was in bad health. My mom isn't in the greatest of health now, but at the time I was worried about their health, so I decided, why go to LA and push burgers when I could just push burgers right here in Virginia and go make movies and push more burgers and go make movies, because we have a movie studio with the promise of Hollywood East, and I'm going to be working. Notice I didn't say I was going to be a star. I said I'm going to be working, because I don't really want to be a star. I just want to be fucking working, because kung fu movies in general, make me happy. And I just wanted to make movies because they make me happy, and I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. My movie portfolio will consist of the following films that I need to put up on YouTube. My very first movie was called Dragon's Breath. My second movie was, I just fucked that up. My very first movie was called Fallen Dragons. I have to find that and put that up. And I want to thank everybody in there, and I also want to apologize to everybody in there because I failed them and I let them down. And it wasn't my choice, it's just that I thought when that movie theater came here, all of us was just going to shoot to the top. So that's on me. I'm really sorry about that for everyone, from the Bowie sisters to Adrian Cowell to Philip Bree to Eric Chin to Louis Torcarolo. I can never pronounce his name, he's African. To the Mysterious Guy, and also to Jay Diz, who's been with me from the beginning, because that was our first movie. I think he might have been like maybe 14. He was whooping my ass and made me reach out and touch someone. I'm sorry. All I can say is I'm sorry. It didn't work out the way I planned it. When that studio came here and when Made was on MTV, I just knew that we were going to make it. I knew that the career was going to take off. And when it didn't, I decided, okay, YouTube exists. I got to make more movies. So then I made, me and Jay Diz made a Clone Affair. So Gemini Man is not an original, okay? Trust me. Me and Jay Diz did that shit first. We made a Clone Affair where I played 3 people. I did 2 fingers for a reason. I played the bad guy, I played myself, and I played a clone of myself. And we did it on green screen. So I fought my clone, and I fought Jay Diz's clone. Jay Diz fought his clone, and he fought my clone. And then he fought the bad guy. I have to find the footage. If I can find the footage, I'll put it on the PlayStation, and I'll play it and show you guys. We did this shit first. We did this shit back in 1990 something. So the Gemini Man thing, I'm not insulting Will Smith or nothing, but I did that shit first. Yeah, straight up and down, I did that shit first. And then fucking, after we did the Clone Affair, then I did the Cleanup, which was one of Bruce Johnson's projects with me and Lewis again. And then I did Dragon's Breath. I don't think Lewis was in that one. But I did the Dragon's Breath, I did the Cleanup, and then me, Jay Diz, and Charles, we did Path of Ascension, or Path of Accession, depending on which one the dictionary you want to go with. Either one means elevate, and that's where I play Wind, or Echo Wind, Wind Echo, something or another from the House of Wind, and it's basically Element Masters. I was air, Jay Diz was fire, CLS was ice, and Charles was earth. So then we did the series, and that went to hell because Charles just didn't want to show up, and the white guy that was supposed to be a hero, he did not want to show up. And so then our boy Courtney came in, the cat with all the hair. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. He's a B-boy. He came in, and then my boy Octavius, he came in, and then we did Dijon, he came in, and I had everything I needed. I just didn't have girls for the film, and everything went to hell in a handbasket. It was a pretty good series about some Guardians of the Earth, which is what it was called, Guardians of the Earth. And I have to put that footage up, and I will. I don't know when. I'm hoping to do. I was supposed to do it before Christmas, but some shit went wrong in my life. So, so you know, I've been making films. They just haven't been seen, and no one's been knocking down my front door. And it happens, you know. I only want to make movies, not so much for the fame, but just because making movies make me happy. You know, it wouldn't hurt to be paid, but mostly because making movies make me happy. And doing kung fu movies is my thing, and it makes me fucking happy. You know, I don't really give a shit if I don't get paid that much. Just give me enough to eat and pay rent, you know, or at least to buy a house. And, you know, I was making moves that now ain't shit, because now everybody's elevated up to like full 350 rotations and shit until they do a tornado kick. I'm old school. I can honestly tell you, in a real fight, that shit's useless. Because you can come at me and you hit one of these things and then a tornado kick. When you come at me and start rotating, boom, I'm rotating your face right to the earth. But you know, fancy shit sells. You know, it does. Fancy shit sells. It really does. And my body can no longer do fancy shit because I had a hip replacement serving this country. So, you know, you move on. And then we did a whole webisode series. We did 7 episodes. And initially we were going to do 14. But time and everybody else's careers seemed to have gotten away and started doing our jobs and whatever. And we just didn't reach that brass ring. And we haven't given up, because if you guys tune into Drinking Plate, you will find Jay Diz and CLS doing their thing. And CLS just dropped another album. You know, so independently, they're all okay, and I'm not. Which is why in 2020, I'm changing the script. I'm doing everything I can to boost my career. From here on out, everything's going to be about me. Now, the thing is, you know, when I was making these movies when I was younger, everything was looking up. And then everything went to hell in a handbasket. My relationship crumbled, and I couldn't get arrested making films. And every time I go to these casting calls, there was always, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Williams, but you're not what we're looking for, because when we come here and we advertised we're looking for actors, comedians, and singers. Well, hell, I can't sing worth a shit. So that was out. I don't know if I'm funny, so I just know it doesn't take that much to act. The hardest part of being an actor is being discovered. All right, because if you don't catch a break, you won't catch a break. And I haven't caught a break in like 19 fucking years. You know, and the thing with that is, it's not my fault. It's just that timing is everything, and I don't have the look they're looking for because they don't know what the fuck my race is. All right. So I'm hoping that people like The Rock can open more doors for people like me who are mixed. But every script I wrote is for a character who is mixed to play. Mostly I wrote them for me. I have over 1,000 scripts ready to go. I just don't have anybody who's willing to give me what I need. I need another few members for a crew. I need a good studio to film in. I need places that I can film where I'm not going to have restrictions on certain shit. You know, I need special effect noises like gunfire and explosions and shit like that. But as a civilian, no one's gonna let me get a compression grenade or the bomb they throw when they busting in your house. So no one's gonna let me get into that shit. And you have to have regulations and you have to have a certain amount of control. And then the fact that you could probably cause a forest fire. You want someone on set that knows what the fuck they're doing. You don't want another Brandon Lee incident. So you live and you learn. But as you build your career, as you're doing things, you have to understand that sometimes you don't get breaks. And I haven't gotten a break in 19 years. So, as I'm making this video, I'm hoping that people will understand the situation and decide, hey, maybe we ought to actually give this guy at least a conference call so we can talk to this guy and see what he's got to offer. I ain't even get that. Now, I did have one shot at another film that belonged to two students, but they got into a fight because one dude's girlfriend wanted something and the other dude was trying to tell the guy, look, man, you can deal with your girlfriend off set. Don't bring her to the set so we can do this thing. And at the time, they made me practice Rey Mysterio 619, so yes, I can do the 619. And, it's just a matter of getting the opportunity, which I have never gotten. So if you guys can hit me up with WWE Films, if you hit me up with any kind of film company, I'm ready to go. I've been ready to go for 19 years. I just have not been blessed enough to have a break. Notice I said blessed enough. It's the truth. When you get these jobs, you are blessed. It generally, if you're blessed, that's when things start to fall into place. I would much rather work for Marvel Studios, but at this moment, because I'm poor as hell, I will take whatever I can get. Marvel, DC, streaming services, whatever. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this damn thing, and that's that. And I'm pretty sure that if we re-up and do my Fallen Dragons and my Dragon's Breath or my most important series, Guardians of the Earth, I'm pretty sure I can get certain people to sign back on, as long as there's good production, good filming. We do it here in case they can't leave. But I'm pretty sure if we can film it in at least 2 months. If we have to move to like LA or Canada or some shit like that, we can film this shit in 2 months because the series that we did, I filmed the whole damn thing in 2 months. The only part was I had to edit that shit all together. Once all the filming is done and put the editing and shit together, then everything's good. So that being said, I want to thank you guys very much for watching, all 75 of you. I appreciate the 75 people. Please like and share and subscribe, And mostly, if you're going to share anything, don't share my singing. Share the kung fu stuff. Maybe some of the wisdom or whatever, but mostly share the kung fu stuff. You see me in this kung fu pose. Now, if you guys can hook me up with Kamen Rider, because that's still going on. If you can hook me up with the Power Rangers in Japan, that's still going on. And I need a job. Not just a job, but I want a job that's going to make me happy. And doing kung fu kicks and martial arts stuff make me happy. I'm James Williams Jr., Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. That's a lot of talking. 14 minutes of it. It was 1 o'clock. We're going to touch back on that in a minute.
Not add. Search.